on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Good morning. Happy grocery haul morning for me. I finally feel like I'm getting back into a routine. I've got little miss starting kindergarten and little man's just chilling with me today. I promised him after something like 10 flights of stairs, if I can get these groceries done and put away, we'll go for a scooter ride. And then when I come back, I actually want to organize my fridge. I'm pretty sure most people's fridges are going to be looking like mine. Just stuff everywhere shoved in. I've got pork for tonight. I made this ages ago. We're gonna do pork with like some sweet potato, use up stuff in the fridge, and then this will be for the following night, a roast chicken. So that'll be for tonight and that'll be for tomorrow night. But I mean, that's been sitting there. That's mold on those two items there. Yeah, so these carrots have been put into a container and they're really bendy. This yogurt in this pouch has been sitting in here for probably, I'm not gonna lie, probably about 5 weeks. This yogurt is just about to go off. That's dog food we bought before Christmas that we thought would be like really savvy and buy that kind of, no, it didn't last, that's probably gone off. I've got fruit sitting in bags that I haven't, look, I've got a broccoli here that's turned yellow and it has mold on it that I can't do. I've got bread rolls that should have gone into the freezer. I've got lettuce that's turned like a really nice color brown. I've just realized I've got a whole punnet of blackberries and a whole punnet of blueberries from last week's grocery haul that I haven't even given to my kids. And would you believe, this is why I like to plan and be organized, because I have literally just purchased the same things. So my son asked for these last week. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll order them in the groceries for you. They're just sitting there. I made the kids pancakes the other day and they're still sitting there. They'll be fine, but this is why I like to have things organized. It's not to look pretty. Let's just put them back where I got them from. It actually serves a purpose. So I might do a separate video pretty much back to back to this one here. So I'm gonna do the grocery haul, and then if you want to see, I'm literally just gonna gut the fridge and just reorganize everything. Even my fridge is saying close the doors. So if you would like to see me do like a fridge organization, literally just play some music, gut it out, clean it, wipe it, cut all my food prep, plan some dinners. I want to make like some jellies up and organize my fridge for the week ahead, so I'm not wasting food. I've got a ton of food in there I have wasted. I've got my actual grocery spend for the week. We can put in the compost bin, but I've still spent money literally to throw food into a compost bin, which isn't really what I want to do. So I'm back on track with the groceries. I'm back on track with uploading on YouTube. We're coming to the end of our renovations part 1, or phase 1. Phase 2 will be in a couple of years when we save up more funds. It is a slow renovating for us, but that just means that I've probably got more time to do cooking and prepping and planning with everyone. Renovating for us was literally us doing all the scraps that we didn't need a builder or a plumber or an electrician for. So we would do like, we've done the grouting, we've done the tiling, we've done all the demo work ourselves, we've done tip runs, we've done cleaning, we've done scraping of floors, we've done painting, we've helped sanding. I've actually helped my builder build things just to get things done quicker. He's been fantastic because he knows our budget. So a lot of my time has gone into that. So when it came to like grocery hauls and cooking, to be honest, I would just grab my groceries, run through the haul, and it came to dinner time, I'm like, throw something together. So I'm going to go into this year hopefully with a bit more organization, just in regards to my time isn't stretched really thin now and I can do things. I've got a great veggie garden happening down the back. I was telling my girlfriend about it the other day. I'm like, I'm picking cucumbers, like 2-3 cucumbers a day, and it's actually got me really excited to start doing more. So I've just planted corn. My beetroot didn't take off, but I planted more seeds of those. I've got tomatoes taking off, and apparently you can't grow tomatoes in summer where we are because it's just too hot. I'm just gonna let the plant go for it. No more zucchini yet, but I think there's plenty of flowers, so I could get some more. Heaps of blueberries, heaps of chives, heaps of basil. I planted extra fruit trees out the front. I'm hoping my lemon tree goes ripe soon, so I want to make a banana cake or banana bread. And on the icing, I do a lemon, like freshly squeezed lemon icing. It's really yum. It's literally just icing, sugar, butter, and fresh lemon juice. But the balance between that sweet banana cakey bread. I have a recipe on one of my cooking videos on how I make a banana cake. I literally just use, I'm going to do it because the book's right here. I use this book here, the Edmonds Cookery book. My mum grew up in New Zealand and this is a very popular book for them. And the recipe I actually use, this is how worn the pages are, but this is the banana cake recipe I cook, so feel free to pause the video or screenshot on your phone. This is the cake that I cook. It's really yum, but when you do it with a lemon icing, so I'm hanging out for my lemons to go right. That is still green and as hard can be. But let's get into grocery haul this week. I was finding how much I actually spent. So I'm under budget. My budget is sitting around the 170. It's technically like 173.22, something like that when I worked out my budget. I'm just like, okay, let's just make it 170. Let's see if I can pull the reins in, because I've got a bit of wiggle room in my budget. I think I do. I can really pare things back and get more home brand stuff and do a lot more baking, which I do plan to do. Let's just see. Oh dear, I'm trying to find how much I spent for the week. So I spent $124.25. That is really cheap. I'm really gonna push myself this year. I know that my son is eating a lot more, and I'm wanting to make sure I can still give the kids the food they want. I'm still wanting to shop those really good sales, but I think I was probably too generous with the sales last year. The sales is in spend $150, get $10 off, spend $200, get $20 off. I love a good deal, and you can only get them online, but I think I took advantage of it too much. So last week's grocery haul, there was a spend $200, get $20 off, and it didn't finish till Wednesday, and I placed this grocery order Tuesday to collect for the end of the week. So the discount code was still valid. I'm like, my groceries were sitting around like the 130 mark, and I'm just like, I just don't need to spend the $70. Yes, I would have gotten $20 off, but I have got enough toilet paper. I have got enough flour. I don't need more milk. My freezer is full, so I had to bring myself back down to reality to be like, yes, an extra $20 off is a lot for a family. Even for a solo person is a lot. I didn't need shampoo, I didn't need deodorants, I didn't need washing products because I make my own cleaning products, I don't need laundry powders downstairs. So I was just like, no, we're not going to do it this week. I'm just going to spend what I need. So there was a great discount code this week. I spent it last week. I think last week I spent about $167, $170. I think I was right near the budget. This week I'm like right below. So say we're looking at $125. My budget's going to be about $170. I've saved, what is that, $45? 60, 70, $35. That's great. I can bank that for the next one that comes up, and I'm like, oh, sale, 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 half price, half price. Oh, there's a really great discount code. I still got everything I wanted this week. I did forget to get one thing, but that's okay. We can pop out to the shops, or I can just add it to next week's grocery haul. I can make us stretch that far. But let's have a look at what I've got, because I got treats, and I didn't sacrifice anything, and I could have even gotten less. Prime example, we don't need ice cream. I could have gotten less, but we're going to do a movie night one night this week for the kids. My son is definitely feeling the drag of the long summer holidays. Although we're out doing things and scooter rides and beaches and that sort of stuff, I do have some home days where I'm still doing things around the house, and he's just getting bored or wants play dates. And we had one yesterday, but he was even bored in the afternoon. So we're looking forward to school going back, but I did not need to buy this. I also treated myself to this yogurt, which was on sale. It's delicious. I also got the kids a yogurt. My goal was to buy more frozen veg, and we had meat pies for dinner the other night, and my husband's like, oh, are you gonna do some mushy peas? And I was like, I have peas and corn, I don't have peas. So I decided to get just a bag of peas to have. I don't have any meat pies left now in the freezer. Waiting for another sale to kick into gear and I'll grab a couple more. I do love the Herbert Adams ones. Every time I get them, I brag about them. They're a really good meat pie, but they're even better when they're on sale. So I've got baby peas and I've got beans from last week in the freezer. I'm looking good for some green veggies. I think it's great to have some frozen stuff available. I've gotten some ham because I'm really enjoying ham sandwiches. I ran out of pickle, so I grabbed some more sweet mustard pickle this week. This is the brand I love, the 3-3s. Wasn't on sale, but I was literally out of pickle and can't have that happen. I got the kids a plain yogurt because I can add things to it. Pureed strawberries, chopped up strawberries, blueberries. To be honest, it's probably a lot of blueberries and blackberries, so I've got 2 punnets of each that need to get consumed. The olive spread, we're still really enjoying this spread here. It has gone up in price like everything, but I still think it's a fantastic price point. The price point it's at, I don't know, but it is the cheapest out of all of them, and I do think it's 20 cents cheaper than Woolworths. I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking of going back to Costco's and having a little play at Costco's and seeing what their prices are like for some families, but I've got to pay that $60 membership again. Don't know, we'll think about that one, but anyway, I do find Coles where I am to be a little bit more cheaper than Woolworths. The sales are very similar, but just a lot more of their home brand stuff. I think Coles do more home brand stuff and their prices are a little bit cheaper. Cream, because we're going to do scones one day this week. The kids asked for scones. I'm like, yes, we can do some homemade scones. We can pack them up and go do a picnic somewhere. Super cheap, not buying out. Milk as per usual. I bought Gatorade this week because we've got some more work happening downstairs and it's just really handy to have these kind of drinks available, and they were half price, so I grabbed a bunch of them. And then our fruit. I haven't had watermelon for a while because it's a little bit on the pricey side. I think the floods or the extra rain we had caused issues with melons just becoming like waterlogged, I think. Anyway, this time of year they should not be $3.90 a kilo. They should be like $1.50 a kilo. It is what it is though, but I thought I'd get them this week for the kids to have. Bananas are going off like every second day. I'm actually not even using my fruit bowl anymore. It's like a bread bin I'm using, and all of this is going into the fridge. So again, I need to organize my fridge so the fruit works for me now, because as you guys know, I don't put my fruit and veg in these tubs. This is all leftover chocolate from Halloween and Christmas. So we kind of have like a chocolate drawer, and then I put like my extra milk in here. Everything else goes into containers so I can see it. So I'm gonna have to play around with my fridge a little bit, because I want to put my fruit in here because it's just going off too quick. I can get a good week out of the pears in the fridge. If I put them into my fruit bowl, I've got like a day or two and it's full of fruit flies and they've literally turned to mush. So pears, white nectarines and yellow nectarines, kiwi, blackberries, blueberries, they will all go into the fridge and I'll sort them out. I won't pre-cut them because I find they just go soggy and off. I will pre-slice probably half the watermelon. Bananas will stay on the bench, but that's why I've only bought 4 of them. The kids will usually have like 1 each a day, so that'll give me like 2 days worth. Then I either try not to have bananas for the rest of the week, or I might pop out and get them, or my daughter's kindergarten actually has fruit and we're allowed to take them as a family. So one afternoon, maybe my son and daughter will go on and have a banana, and you know, it gives them a banana for the week. I'm not ashamed to say yes to a freebie. I'm quite happy to take one. Carrots. Now, with my carrots, you would have seen the one in my fridge like really bendy and soft. I need to put it in a container. If I just leave fruit, vegetables out like this in my fridge, this is probably a great example to show you. She lives the hard life. If I just leave an open bag, this is only a week old, they just go like soft. They're not even crunchy anymore. I could literally probably, oh, I took that in one hand. I mean, like, it's not even like a crunchy kind of a snap. I need to put things into bags. I've got a broccoli up here I bought last week, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's like really yellow and going off. although this one is moldy, this one is the same color and it's been in there, I'm not gonna lie, just after Christmas. It's been in there from just after Christmas, so it actually lasts longer in containers. These containers I got from Kmart and they have a whole new range come out. These ones are the really big long ones. They actually fit a full loaf of bread, which is really handy. But they've actually got ones now that are half the height and half the thickness, which is fantastic, probably for like your celery, or like they're more like a square kind of a one. I might look at actually getting some just so I can stack like all these little bits, and I don't know, money I don't need to spend, but these containers, I really like them, like really like them. And again, having an organized fridge just saves on all of that food waste. So I need to get all of these bagged up. I'll get them peeled and put into a container. I'll cut these up. You'll see how I do it in the video. I got a tiny lettuce. I thought it'd be a bit bigger this week, but it's not. I'm going to use that to have on salad sandwiches and potentially tacos one night this week. I thought I ordered chips. Maybe that's for next week's grocery haul. It'll be for next week's grocery haul. I'm going to do tacos this week, and next week I'm going to do, what's the corn chip one? Tacos. Nachos. I'm going to do a big platter of nachos where I've got like sour cream, homemade guacamole and that sort of thing. I thought I'll do the lettuce this week, but I thought my lettuce would be a lot bigger. It's quite small. I got one loaf of bread. Because we are going through it quite quickly, or some days we're not having sandwiches and we are out, I'm finding we're getting like half a loaf, it's going in the fridge. Bread rolls, it's going in the fridge. Prime example again, so glad I didn't clean my fridge now. I've just got these random half loaves of bread and bread rolls just sitting in my fridge that probably should have gone into the freezer. So I thought if I get one loaf now, we go through 3 loaves a week when little man was at school. At the moment, we're kind of yes and no to it. Tonight for dinner, it's like a leftover night. We had pizzas last night, so leftover pizzas. There's chicken mince and some rice left over with like a salad on the side. The kids can have a toasted sandwich, or they can have like 2-minute noodles or something to help me clean out the fridge. So the bread I'm buying every couple of days. So I probably will add to my grocery list this week, and the 2 loaves of bread, maybe 1 loaf of bread, see how we go. Stuff I did not need. I did not need to buy these as a treat. I'm finding I need a little snack in the afternoon, so I bought those for me. I love these ones. They just, with the dried blueberries in them, they're so good. And then I bought these as a treat for the kids. Did not need to get, and did not need to get. Cat biscuits were on sale, so I did grab a packet of those. I did grab some vermicelli noodles. I wanted to do like a bit of a stir fry, so that'll get used actually next week. That was just on sale this week, so I thought I would grab that. Did not need these, but I thought for the kids as a treat. We're having some really good days and some really bad days on holidays, so I thought if they're having a really good day, I'm rewarding them with food. I don't really care. This might be like a nice little treat for them to have. I've actually had these before, and these are really yum. If you like Bounty bars, if you like coconutty, white chocolate, hazelnutty things, you'll really like these. Totally overpriced or whatever. We're going through a lot of tomato sauce. My son has just found tomato sauce belongs on everything, which is fine. So I've decided to grab a big value pack, a 2-litre one, and then I just pour that into, once I've washed this one out, because we're just about out, one of these here. This is just from Kmart, like $1.50. Yes, I'd like to get nicer ones, but this just works really well for the short term. Yes, the bottle has got a bit of a stain to it, but I don't really care right now. So much cheaper than just constantly buying ones like this. I've got one of them. We actually use that for my son's birthday party, the barbecue sauce, which is still quite full. So I grabbed one of those, and then these were half price for the kids. I prefer the bigger container ones, I think I mentioned last week, but they didn't have any for half price, so these actually worked out more cheaper to purchase, so I grabbed those. And then lastly, the treat for myself. If you guys, I'm a bit weird. I'm a bit weird in the sense that I love Turkish Delight and I love Cherry Ripe, and I know a lot of people don't, but if you do like Cherry Ripe, I randomly decided to get one of these in the grocery haul. It's like a Cherry Ripe bite. It's called Layers. It was on sale for $1. I didn't know what I was getting into. It's really yum. It's just like a big ball of, a supersized cherry ripe, but it's got like a gooey cherry jam in it, extra coconut, and a big layer of like cherry stuff in the middle. It was really yum, and that gave me my energy to take my son for a scooter ride. So I'm gonna get all of my groceries put away. I'm gonna do a fridge clean out, and that video will probably come up the afternoon or day after this one here. I just got to get it edited. That's all it's going to take me to do. But I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul. I am so proud of what I spent this week. I've got plenty of things to feed my family, and I'm really happy I am well under budget. I hope you can challenge yourself maybe one week to get like really cheap and savvy and drop that budget down, just to give you that little bit of extra savings for the weeks that you might need it. I'm going to get this put away and go put some clothes on for a scooter ride. Talk soon. Bye.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone else around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't wanna